Hey guys, today I'm gonna cover the Deluxe Super Golf Iceberg. If you've seen the original video, you'll know how this works. For this, I doubled the amount of entries on the Iceberg, but I've also added some more extra entries that aren't listed here. And I had to completely re-edit the original video for this just cause. The first tier is the thumbnail tier, very well known and obvious stuff. Rivals overshadowing. As many of you know, Rivals is insanely popular, and NG is hyper-focusing on it. This led to Super Golf updates to stop completely. It's a sad sight, but was inevitable. Treasure Quest crossover. Many items in Super Golf are references to things in Treasure Quest, mainly the quest chest, but also all the sword cheers from the cheer chest. Animal skins. You know them. Blobfish, Shiba, shark, and so on and so forth. The most popular animal skins are and black cat, other stats/badges. These are the weird stats in the profile page, you know, like ancient treasures stolen, snowmen hit, and buzzy beaters. This also refers to the badges connected to them, like that one secret badge. Speaking of secrets. Secret badges. There are 7 different secret badges, each ranging in difficulty. Some are easy, like Secret 1 where you just gotta play Arctic jumping. Then there's Secret 8. No one likes Secret 7. Game mode exclusive strats. With such major differences between each game mode, they're bound to have different strategies. Mainly on jumping or hockey. Something like Forest Hockey plays far differently than Forest Classic, same for jumping. Flash sales. On certain holidays, NG will sell exclusive items for 1 day. Or 7 days, depends on how they're feeling. Some are cheap, like Halo, and some are expensive, like NYP. Importing. Importing is the act of deleting items from your inventory so it appears in your collection with this giant symbol of shame on it. Mostly traders and collection leaderboard people do this. Honestly, I don't like this, just deleting potentially rare and desired items just so your collection number goes up by 1. But that's just me. Custom map pool. These are the custom maps that are in the public rotation. There's a lot of them. From my brief experience, some looked real good, but played real bad. Others looked pretty good, and played really well. And then others are just forgettable. Limited chests. Limited chests are chests that are, well, limited. Mainly the spooky chests, magical presents, Faberge eggs, but also the comp chests. Also chest to an extent. Alright, onto tier 2, the Dumbkin Tier, bit more obscure, but still well known. Super Golf YouTubers. A couple of the more prominent players in Super Golf history have YouTube channels. Some classic ones I remember are Pinky and Joe Finger. There's also some smaller channels too, I'll show some on screen. Make sure to subscribe to them if you want. Perfected maps. This is when a map is recorded being done in 18 or 9 strokes. The game's been out for years, it was bound to happen. Some maps have yet to be perfected, but quite a lot have been perfected already. Old UI. This is the old user interface before the revamp during 2021. Unobtainable items. These are items that can't be obtained normally. The only ones I know of are scribbles, which is given to concept artists, and helper's hat, which is given to official map builders from before the map editor. Developer items. Similar to the last entry, these are only for devs. There's every cheer ever, pretty self-explanatory, and I have seen too much, which is every color ever. Loot box bans. In certain countries, loot boxes have been banned because of gambling. In these countries, only daily gifts are available, and every other chest is gone. Lag machines. Clone plus stack plus shiny balloons plus siren plus ET plus those giant trophies equals absurd lag. Tesla coil also lags out servers with a bunch of people in it. Item collectors. Some people just really like certain items, so they decide to collect them. People will collect anything, really. From perm commons to limited myths, anything is on the table. Packs with non-uniform exists. Certain packs, mainly older ones, have items with different exist numbers. This is because of people choosing to import some of the items. Also, packs sometimes go up in exists cause an OG who hasn't logged on in years logs back in. Pretty interesting stuff, you know. Cheers displacement. This mainly happens in hockey, since the whole box is moved up. But this also tends to happen on dimensions, because of the upside down holes and moving holes. Another case of this will come back later on the iceberg. Now we're moving into the trophy tier. Stuff you might not have known. Different packs, same name. There are two cases of this happening, the 2 bunny packs, and the 2 New Year's packs. It's strange that this happened twice, but interesting nonetheless. Super Golf Merge. This is a Super Golf shirt. It is an official piece of Super Golf Merge. I'm not sure if they still stock these, but I sure do hope they do. There's also a few unofficial ones. In-game events. These are special missions. The main one I remember is the NG skateboard one, but I guess the 2023 advent calendar counts too. Speaking of the NG skateboard, Super Golf UGC and limbs. NG made a couple UGC items, including the skateboard and sword pack. They also made for sale items, like a blobfish head, angry octo hat, shirts, hats, and a limited Super Golf flag back accessory. Unobtainable badges. A couple badges are impossible to obtain as of now. These include the Easter Hunt badges, the Metaverse event badges, and maybe more I might have forgotten. Very similar items. Some items are pretty dang similar. I'll show some examples on screen right now. This might be because they're the same type of item, but I don't really know. Spooky Chest 4/Magic Present 4 Controversy. This refers to the small amount of backlash from the lack of items and low quality items in those chests. I think this was kinda unjustified, cause the devs needed to focus on rivals since it's more volatile and profitable, but that's just me. Tiny items. Some items, namely commons, are very small and unnoticeable. There's also some exclusives that like this, like Lasso or Water Splash. Freedaka Semi-Bold. This is the Super Golf font. Holes reverting to Classic. Some holes will revert to Classic on game modes because they're too hard or impossible. A couple examples include Forest Hockey Hole 18 and Arctic Basketball Hole 18. There is an exception for queued maps, but this is likely an oversight from the devs. Now it's time for Tier 4, the Axolotl Tier. Odds are, yeah, won't know everything from here on out. Non-exclusive code items. There are 2 of these, Strong Arms, a code item given out at a con and Twitter outfit contest, and Helper's Hat, which I mentioned before. Is chest a real chest? On one hand, it is called a chest. On the other hand, it isn't in the chest section of the collection, and has no items exclusive to it. I'm team not chest personally. Gas was leaked early. During the Easter 2024 update, gas was put in the shop. This was a mistake, as it was meant to release on April Fool's Day. I was one of the few people to have one of these leaked gases, as shown in these pictures. New Year's pack isn't a real pack. NYP is in the flash sale section, not the pack section, despite the name. This is because it is a flash sale, not a pack. Oddly specific flash sale prices. Since every flash sale is tied to a holiday, most of their prices are just the dates, save for the winter 2023 ones. The year without limited chests. There's 4 spooky chests and 4 magic presents, but the game started in 20... Is that an ad? Why is there an ad here? Get the fuck outta here, man, come on. Anyways, the game started in 2020, before Halloween. Therefore, there should be 5, not 4. but there weren't any limited chests in 2021, because of the massive overhaul of the game that year. Buying coins is objectively bad value. 1,600 Robux gets you 150,000 coins, while 1,600 Robux gets you 21,000 gems. Coins have a 10-to-1 conversion rate with gems, as shown in the shop. So the coins should be 210,000, not 150,000. This makes buying coins objectively bad value. The shop is a rip-off. A mythic costs 45,000 coins, but sells for 2,250 coins. That's around 20 times less. That's a markup of like 10 times. Items with messed up coloring. Some of them just have weird coloring, like Jester or the code cheapo blobfish. Step 1, blobfish UGC from earlier. Step 2, custom hat game pass. Step 3, blobfish on the cheap. Now it's time for the 5th tier, the finger tier. Rivals foreshadowing in Super Golf. If you look at the sniper rifle from Stealth Pack, you'll see that it's actually the gun from Rivals. There's also some other Rivals foreshadowing in other items. Toothpaste is the rarest perm legend. As we know, Color Chest 2 was one of the newest perm chests, and Toothpaste was later added to it. This makes Toothpaste the perm legend with the least amount of time available, along with being in a gem chest during the Gem Rewards Game Pass era. This makes it the rarest perm legend. Custom hat chicanery. This refers to the practice of using the custom hat with, I believe, 3D clothes, making the 3D clothes show up in game, and be incredibly in your face. I'm unsure if it still works in game though. It was probably patched out. The Super Golf subreddit. It exists. It only has like 2 posts. It's basically irrelevant. Moving on. Super Golf wikis. They sure do exist, but are pretty barren, much like the Super Golf subreddit. Summer Cooler. This was a chest that was completely made up by the community. They made concepts for the chest and items in it and everything. Sadly it wasn't added to the game, real missed opportunity. Jellyfish invincibility. If you're about to get hit by a jellyfish, and shoot at the right time, the jellyfish will pass through you like you're not there. Probably a bug, but I don't know. Billboard soft lock. If you're viewing an ad billboard while a game ends, the UI won't pop up, effectively soft locking you. Not sure if this is widely known though. Material submenu. If you didn't know, there's a submenu in material to pick which material you want for your ball. The real values list. This is rumored to exist by many different traders, new and old. One that everyone truly agrees on. It may have been created by the hands of Nosni himself. If released, it would revolutionize the trading scene altogether. Guess what? It's potion tier time. Way past obscure, I think. Strong arms codes are still usable. Some people say that strong arms codes can be reused if a certain, unknown ritual is performed. The truth behind this is unknown. The real reason custom maps were added. It was added to diversify the public map pool, and possibly to have a good excuse to not make new maps. Style over substance. This is a rumored train of thought for some custom maps. I won't name names, but I can certainly think of at least one offender of this. Other Roblox golf games are rip-offs. This theory proposes that other Roblox golf games were made to be clones of Super Golf. This may be true for certain games, but is overall feasibly false. VS Black Cat is an allegory for racism. This frankly insane theory is that Black Cat was created to cause a divide between the community, between those who like and those who like Black Cat. Some further add on to this by saying that the rarer of the two represents white people, while Black Cat, the more common of the two, represents black people. I do not believe this absurd theory with no evidence. Emerald chest is segregated. God damn it. It's segregated from the other gemstone chest like sapphire, ruby, and amethyst. This is because Emerald is a much bigger success than the others financially, so it rubs elbows with the upper class, like Quest and Pixel. Super Golf is owned by Big Blobfish. You ever notice how many blobfishes there are in the game? Blobfish, Blob Mask, Frankenblob, Snow Blob, real strange stuff, you know. Some think that Super Golf is owned by Big Blobfish, who's using it for free advertising. Also, the blobfish in-game is based on, like, that one picture of a dead blobfish. Kinda interesting stuff. Bypassing gambling restrictions. VPN, simple as physics engine sucks. This is a true and undeniable fact. Every moment of getting stuck on a bowl or going backwards after landing is a little more evidence for this. Prize wheel hate. A lot of people hate prize wheel because of how lame it is and how hard it is to get money done with it. Honestly, fair enough. Alrighty then, funny meme tier time. Tech Ball. This is Tech Ball. It was AI generated. Rivals was made to kill Super Golf and Treasure Quest. This crackpot theory was made by some really mad Rivals hater. It says that Rivals was made to give an excuse to stop updating the other two games, like how Halloween Sim and Black Hole Sim were abandoned. This is obviously false. Or is it? The gem change was made to increase purchases. This is slightly true, as Sensei said that the gem changes were done to make gems a premium currency. The interconnection theory. This theory says that certain items from different chests and packs synergize together very well. I'll show some examples on the screen. I don't know why this is a theory though. Super Golf IRL, don't tell anyone about this. But I found some hidden documents that show a supposedly real version of Super Golf. It was labeled under Project Mini Golf. It is unknown how far along the progress on this project has come since the documents were written. Perhaps they are working on real versions of Treasure Quest and Rivals as well, but this is only speculation. Holy Moly is related to Project Mini Golf. Some say that Project Mini Golf came to fruition, and became the game show Holy Moly. This is unconfirmed, but has substantial proof to it, including supposed leaked screenshots from the top executives. But that's just how the legend goes. 2D items. This refers to the fact that certain items have 2D inventory images, mostly effects and cheers, but there are a few exceptions. Swamp was originally a regular map. It was. Source: it came to me in a dream. Sensei's difficulty chart is secretly a public pool map. If you enter an empty voting server on a cold and barren Thursday night, there's a 1 in 10,000 chance that Sensei's difficulty chart will be there. If every player in the server votes for it, then, and only then, will you be able to play it in a public server. Amount of XP to get to level 1000. Most people would say it's 500 XP, but that's wrong. Their error is that they used the formula n times n plus 1 over 2, and then replaced n with 1000. This is wrong because it includes the XP needed to get to 1001. The real amount is 4995000. Now, it's time for the last tier, the Holy Crab tier. Dimensions turns on ball outlines. When your ball is in front of the moving platforms with the outlines, then your ball will get an outline. I'm not sure why this happens, but it just does. Sens abuse it still around. It still is, but it's much more underground. If you use Sens, you're a menace and a crook. Dragon Ball in Super Golf. There is a ball that is very much inspired by Dragon Ball. Some say that if you collect all 7 of these balls, then you may encounter Shenron, and have a wish granted. You can wish for anything, from a single common to every item in the game, or so I've heard. Certain items weren't made right. If you look at some items, specifically the eye cover items like Sensor Bar, you see it doesn't really censor the eyes of balls that have eyes. This implies that it was made incorrect, and not properly. It is unknown why this is. Secret items. Some items, mainly unobtainable and dev items, are kept secret in-game. But there is speculation that there are more secret items in the game. One popular theory is that cryo wings are actually in the game, since the cryo box got in the game as a flash sale. They say that you need to finish the collection to get the cryo wings, but that's just a myth. The end of Super Golf. All good things must come to an end, including Super Golf. One day, it will get its last update, and one day, the last player will log off for the last time, and the game will fully die off. Let's hope this doesn't happen for many more years. I still believe in the next update. Playtime isn't calculated right. The playtime stat in-game only measures the time it takes to finish each hole. If you finish a map in 3 minutes, the stat will add 3 minutes. This is wrong, because it doesn't take into account wait times, trade times, time in the map editor, chat time, and general loafing around in the menu. I'll show a few calculations I did to show my true playtime. It is a rough estimate though, so take it with a bit of salt. Peter Griffin in Super Golf. Oh damn, secret layer. The true best player. This has been discussed throughout the game's history. Many different people think that certain people are the best. Many different factors are included here, like wins, inventory, game knowledge, community involvement, skill, and much more. The NG timeline. In every other NG game, there are human players walking around, but in Super Golf, there are no humans to be seen. I think that the timeline goes like this. Starting in the medieval period with treasure quest, with swords, bows, and magic. Next in the timeline is the modern period, starting with Halloween sim and rivals, with the invention of modern guns and weapons. Next is black hole sim, with humans harnessing the power of black holes. I think I never played it. Eventually either humans venture off to other worlds, or get wiped out in an apocalypse. Either way, the final game is Super Golf, where golf balls have taken over the world. But how are they controlled? Well, this ties into the next entry. Golf ball sentience. The golf balls in Super Golf could be either remote controlled, or sentient. I like to think that they are sentient. The balls are clearly intelligent enough to use nukes, change their appearance, build courses, jump, among other things. Perhaps the balls contain the minds of humans that willingly chose to become golf balls. Nuclear fallout. As we know, there are no humans in Super Golf. The fact the golf balls will set off nukes so casually implies that they're immune to radiation, much like cockroaches. Perhaps the golf balls nuke the ever-living hell out of them, as proposed in the timeline. This would explain everything, including the large amount of human culture seemingly appropriated by them. But I'm just spitballing here, don't take this as fact. Or do, I don't care. Year Zero Candle and Secret Number 8. These are both rumored items that have no confirmed way of unlocking. Reportedly, the Year Zero Candle was given out to devs working on the beta builds, and Secret Number 8 requires you to unlock every other badge in the game, which no one has, or likely will ever do. Playing chess in Mega Golf. Every chess piece is in the game, and Mega Golf has enough player space to support a game. In fact, it could hold 21 different games of chess at once, though it would likely be absurdly laggy. This has never been done, to my knowledge. Pay to win. If you want to get on the coins or levels leaderboard, you need the 2x coins and XP game pass. Otherwise, it is 2 times harder to get a good place in. This may also refer to theoretical other pay-to-win features which have either been scrapped or unimplemented, no SNE and Sensei Roblox figures. This refers to 2 possible outcomes. Either they both get figures based on their appearance in Rivals, which is pretty likely. Or, they already have Roblox figures, but their existence has been covered up by an unknown force. This has yet to be confirmed to be true. Free gems exe. Let me read you this completely real creepypasta. I was plays in Soup Golf when the evil Roblox man came to me and said give me 1 billion gems and I want hack your account. I don't have that many gems, so he hacked me a cunt and I did in real life. The end. Why did the author name it that? Are they stupid? Am I stupid? Who knows? Multiple cakes. If you've redeemed the birthday codes multiple years in a row, then you can have multiple cakes. I have 2, but you can definitely have more. Everything color. This is a hidden item, which is a mix of every color in the game. Some say it is a seizure hazard, but that has yet to be proven. To get it, you must finish an 18-hole map in under 1 minute with 18 strokes. Trust me. Jump delay. Fuck jump delay. I hate it. So goddamn annoying, like oh my god let me jump. This happens because of excess lag and or ping, and is the bane of my existence. Selling ultimates. This was a planned, but scrapped idea. It was scrapped because ults are too rare to just throw away like that, but it may have been worth it depending on how much you got. Flip vs Mematic. Both of these are programs used to edit online memes. Some have preferences for one or the other, but ultimately, it doesn't really matter that much. Other players are AI in some games, namely mobile games. AI is used for other players to make the game seem more popular than it actually is. Some say that NG should implement this, and some say that they already have. But nothing can be truly proven without looking through the game's code. Upside down best gift ever. This is what I was referring to in the cheer displacement entry. One time, and one time only, I saw best gift ever upside down on Dimensions hole 6. This shouldn't happen, but it did, and I don't know why. It keeps me up to this day. Super Golf equals TF2. Think about it. A game abandoned by its developers, stimulated by people trading valuable hats, gameplay with a low skill floor but extremely high skill ceiling. Many different maps, but many made by the community, some good, some not so good. And a pioneer in its genre. Just food for thought, Super Golf is a sequel to Golden Tee. Possible, but very unlikely, because NG didn't make Golden Tee, stupid. But both are golf games, so who knows? The truth.
But the truth is, you've never mattered all that much to me.
Nah, but like I made up like half of the entire dang Iceberg lol. Oh my god. Super Uber 8 Deluxe Hyper Omega Epsilon Part 4 HD Definitive Edition Game of the Year Edition Ultimate Premium Digital Edition now with new funky mode and Knuckles Episode 9 featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series Tier. Mythics with ultimate traits. Some mythics can have a bit of randomness to them. The ones I remember are Best Gift Ever and Brewing Cauldron. Ultimates with no unique traits. Inverse of the previous entry, some ults have no uniqueness. The ones I remember are Water, Banhammer Ball, and Blinding Light, dimensions moving objects visible through black hole. It's exactly what it says on the tin. Cheapo versions of expensive items. You can either use the cheapo blobfish method from earlier, or combine items to make it. You could make a cheap Dissector by combining a pumpkin with antlers. You could probably do more, but I can't really think of any. No spooky chests/magic present ones exist. When they were available for purchase, they opened automatically, so none of them exist today. No Sni and Sensei's graves. Outfit menu height limit. You can reach the limit by using a lag machine mentioned earlier. Weapon reskins in SG.
Weapon reskins and
Super Golf
always seemed like a strange case to me. On one hand, if you like how a weapon
item
works but hate how it looks, it's nice to be able to have another option to choose from. But on the other hand, reskins usually look like they would function differently than their counterpart. And I've always thought it would be neat if cool-looking
items
like the
polar bear
had more of an identity than it's the
Oinky
but for rich people. So I took a large number of
item
reskins currently available in the game and gave them their own set of stats, ranging from slightly modified side grade of the original to completely new weapon idea that's not balanced at all but a ton of fun.
LOL Midday Rainbow. More secret items. This time you need 43,200 midnight rainbows, or the amount of time in seconds from midnight to midday. Trolley gummy pops. These things are ice pops, but feel like gummy worms. Absolute abomination of a food. Wouldn't be surprised if it was radioactive or something. 3 different UFO models. There's 3 different UFO models in the game, which is pretty weird. Stack trail inconsistencies. When you use flashing colors, the upper trail will change slower than it should. This is most obvious after scoring. Mouth or tongue. Not gonna lie, I always thought this part was the mouth, not the tongue. Maybe I'm just stupid. The soda in the soda hat is Bloxy Cola. If the soda in the Witch's Brew hat is Witch's Brew, then why can't the soda in the soda hat be Bloxy Cola? Checkmate, soda phobes. The golf ball that killed the dinosaurs. Real. UI overlap. Sometimes when you're lagging, the end of hole UI will overlap with the next hole's UI. This mostly happens on private servers. Jump lock. Sometimes in jumping, your jump button just stops working for no reason. I got no damn clue what. Stroke cutoff. When you finish with a buttload of strokes, it will reduce the count by a bit to give you a small chance of coming back. Chunks not loading. Lag strikes again, now it just refuses to load certain chunks of the map, like Minecraft. Super Golf Stock Market. The Super Golf trading scene is basically a stock market. Values sometimes plummet or soar randomly, but some will just stay there, like a rock. Or something like that. I don't invest, so I don't know. Alright, that's the end of the iceberg. Thanks for watching. Everything on this iceberg is 1000% true, and is definitely real. See ya guys later.